All right, so we are doing a basic blowout on our mannequin today. We're gonna section her out in 4 sections first. Now she would have already been shampooed. I'm just wetting her down because her hair is drying up a little bit. And I need it nice and wet. To get her nicely sectioned out. So I'm combing her out. I'm gonna section down the middle where the nose is, right up the middle. Then I'm gonna cut down and put my hand behind the ear, section that side section out, and clip it, all right? As I drop everything. Thank you. Then I'm gonna do the same on this side. It's one of those days, everything's falling. Okay, that's 2. And then right down the middle in the back, you guys see that? We're gonna section her out here, twist this up. And then this section is what we're gonna start blow drying with, so I'm gonna leave this down. Flip this up and leave this section down. Now I'm going to take my blow dryer, and I went over this the other day, but I'm going to go over it again. Before you plug it in, I want you guys to always check the back here. If there's dust, this should be cleaned at least once a week. You're going to take a brush that you should have designated to clean this and clean this out. You can have a little brush, keep it in a Ziploc bag that's just for cleaning out. You guys see how I'm doing that? I'm doing that.
There you go.
What happened? Is it foggy?
Yeah.
Oh, great, thank you. All right, then we're gonna plug our dryer in. Make sure your hands are not soaking, dripping wet so you don't get electrocuted, okay? Now, I honestly prefer to dry hair with a nozzle. This blow dryer does not have a nozzle. The nozzle gives you a better blowout. This is my personal opinion through experience because the nozzle keeps the heat elements, away from the hair. You cannot do this. You cannot put this dryer on the brush without an extension, without a nozzle. You'll burn the hair. You can look, there's a whole basket. See, there's one that might fit here.
Smaller.
Take the whole basket out, usually. So being that I don't have a nozzle, I'm going to use this other dryer just to show you. If I was doing a blowout with this dryer, I would have to be super careful to stay away from the hair. Like I said, I don't recommend doing a smoothing blowout without a nozzle. You can use this to rough dry hair. You can use it without a nozzle if you're doing keratin to rough dry, but not to do a regular blowout. So you can play with those and see if you can get into this. Can I borrow yours a minute? Okay, so once we have our section down here, you see this section here? All right, I'm gonna put my dryer on high. I have my nozzle like this. Now, a lot of people blow dry like this in the salon. I don't recommend that because you're gonna burn your hand. It's not a good habit to get into. I'm gonna hold this hair with my pinky and I'm gonna start blow drying. At the root, I'm always moving that dryer, so you never do this. Why? You're gonna burn your client's head. So we're constantly moving, take the hair, constantly moving. Now I have a nozzle, I can actually start doing this if I wanted to. The higher up I pull the hair, the fuller it's gonna be, because you're blow drying off base. The more I drag it down, the smoother your hair is going to be and flatter. So if someone wants really full hair, you're going to blow them out, pulling the hair up like this to give them a lot of fullness. If someone wants their hair really smooth and straight and flat, they do not want volume, you're going to drag down. By the scalp, constantly moving. By the scalp, constantly moving. Okay, it's a rhythm. Now this mannequin has extremely curly hair. If you can master doing a great blow dry on extremely curly hair, you've got it made in the shade, because this is one of the most requested services in the salon. Curly hair clients like myself, we love a great blow dry service. It is such a treat. Never stay still at the root. Once it cools off, you can touch it to see if all the moisture's out. We turn off our dryer. We go to our next section. Come straight across, section that out. And then we start on this side. The smaller the sections, the easier it's going to be to blow dry, especially if the hair's thick. If you take big sections, you're going to struggle to get that hair nice and smooth, and you're going to struggle to get that hair dry. So I say smaller sections, you'll get such better results. If the hair is fine and thin, of course you could do bigger sections, because then it's, just less density. You see how I grab the hair with my other hand? This grabs here. Sometimes the hair can get really hot, so just be mindful. This is simply just takes practice and getting control of the hair. Now we can blend these together. This is a basic blow dry. Basic. We're not doing anything fancy. We're not doing any kind of waves. We're just giving her a basic blowout. Okay? See how that came out? Hi Carla, how are you? Okay? We just, like I said, we started, then we're gonna go up here. It's called the bricklayer blowout. You go one side, one side, one side, one side, one side. That way it's easy to get it all dry. Once we do the back, we're gonna come and start doing the side. Or clients wearing her hair parted in the middle, for argument's sake. If it was parted to the side, you blow dry to the side. All right? So you guys can get started. Be very mindful of your blow dryers, the electricity, the water, and how you're holding them. Make sure you keep all your tools really neat and clean. All right?